Hey everyone, we're going to be working with animal totems today. One of my favorite things. I love it, love it. Listen, you can learn so many things from animal totems because they have all these different aspects and energies to work with. And it's super fascinating. I was just explaining to a friend the other day whose daughter wanted to know about animal totems. And I told her that, all of our favorite animals that we love, that we see all the time, they're with us because we share different aspects of that animal within our own personalities, within our own talents, within our own skills. And so that's why we're automatically drawn to some animals. And then we also have what's called shadow totems. And those totems tend to be animals that we are scared of, if for instance, if you're afraid of spiders, you see one of those little things come creeping out and you're just instantly like, oh God. But they hold really important information for us. And those are the ones that we learn the most from, we grow the most from, is our shadow totems, because they show us what lessons we're working on. And it's just a fascinating subject to me. And I've been reading about them for a long time and doing classes on them and everything else. So I'm going to do a wonderful reading here for everybody. And I'll absolutely love this. They have so many things to share with us. So we're going to do group 1, group 2, and group 3. And I will put the timestamps down in the description. So that way, if you chose group number 2, you don't have to sit and listen to group number 1 unless you want to. And just click on whichever one you feel drawn to. So what I want you to do is, I want you to take a huge deep breath with your eyes closed. And I want you to tune in to your heart space. And I want you to get a feeling if you're drawn more to group number 1, group number 2, or group number 3. And you may just get an instant knowing of which one you want to listen to. You might get a feeling, as I said, group 1, group 2, or group 3. You might even have a 1, 2, or 3 pop into your mind. So just trust whatever it is you get. And then let's tune in for this reading. Hey, group number 1, we're getting ready to tune into your animals. So here we go. Okay. So first we're going to start with the cards that are facing up. So these are the animals whose energies will correlate with your skills, your talents, your personality, things that you excel in. These may be things that you already know of. These may be things that you have been working on for some time, or these may even be things that you've never really thought about, but once you hear about it, it just kind of clicks. And so the first one is the gorilla. And whenever you go to a zoo or you see a picture of a gorilla, they're just so strong, but they're so calm. Like most of the time when I see them, they are just sitting still or they're walking very slowly and they're so strong, but yet they're so very calm. And they just look really deep and introspective. And that's one of the gifts that you have with a gorilla, is you have that calm strength. And so one of the things that gorillas most excel at is communication. And when you think of the animal, you see them communicating, and it's very phenomenal because they are so smart that they're able to communicate in different ways. And that is one of the things that you excel at, is being able to communicate with so many different people in completely different ways and it making complete sense to them. So it's a really great gift to have. And another one of the things with gorillas is loyalty. So you're a very loyal person. You will follow someone to the ends of the earth, so to speak, if you really connect with them and you really love them and you have that solid friendship or partnership or, even a family member. So loyalty is a big thing to you. And another thing with that is when that loyalty is broken, you tend to be completely done and out. Like that's just it. You're strong in that manner to where you're you can set boundaries, clear boundaries, and be able to keep those boundaries and not let not let another person walk all over you. It's an excellent thing to have because boundaries are everything. And so there's another one with the gorilla that for you would be, you always put people first. And so I have a message coming through about that because you're always thinking of others and putting others first. And that is an amazing gift to have. But those boundaries, that's where those boundaries come into play, because you don't want to allow people to walk all over you. And that may have been something that you had in your past where people were trying to walk all over you because you put other people first above yourself. And that's fine if you put others above yourself, but you have to remember that you cannot give or share with an empty cup. So you have to also fill up your own cup, and then that way it overflows to other people in your life. So that might be one thing that you have to continuously balance, because you're so loyal and you're so giving to other people, to just remember to also give to yourself. So you have to fill up your cup, and then it overflows to other people around you. So it's a really beautiful thing. For gorillas, they're also excellent leaders. And so you also have that gift and that talent of leadership. And it kind of goes in with communication, in that you know how to lead a group of people to kind of come together cohesively, rather than having a group where people are kind of individually separated and maybe there are conflicting ideas back and forth. It's kind of like you know how to gather up all of those ideas and gather up all those personalities that you're having to work with and form a really solid group to where everybody can communicate effectively. And that could be something that you do in your work, or something that you might want to be looking towards to do in your work, so that way you can really excel at what you're doing and grow in what you're doing and feel successful about what you're doing. So that's a really amazing gift to have, and I mean, not a lot of people can do that. I mean, that's a huge thing, because there's so many different personalities and things that people are working with. So it's hard to get everybody on one solid page to where you can actually have a group that can move forward with the things that you're working on. So keep growing that leadership quality within yourself. And so the next ones, I love this, because you have the otter and you also have the panther, and those are very contrasting animals and energies. So the otter is very playful, very friendly, always wanting to have fun, always wanting to play, likes to be the life of the party. You may love to plan events. You may be a great event planner, and maybe that's something you've thought about. Maybe that's something you like to do, or maybe that's something you've never thought about but might want to try. Not everybody can plan events. I understand, because that wouldn't be my forte either. But on here, you actually have just event planning within your capabilities. So have fun with that. Be free, have fun with that. But otters, they love going out. They love socializing. They love friends. They love family. They're always wanting to be together. But then you have the contrast of the panther. So the panther is more solitary, wants to be home by themselves, needs that solitude in order to regroup. And maybe you balance that out really well. Maybe there are times in your life where you want to go out, you want to have fun, you want to be the life of the party, you want to plan events, you want to have people over, you want to do all those kind of fun things. You're very optimistic, and then you have those times where you don't want to be around anybody. You want to be on your own, finding your own strength within yourself, just being in solitude, just recharging. You might need to recharge by yourself in order to bring out all of those qualities of the otter, like the playfulness and the fun and the energy and the optimism. And that's cool. That is good contrasting animals right there to have, because it really kind of brings a balance with you. So balance out that playful side, balance out that solitude, and you'll kind of find that your energy levels might balance out a little bit more. You won't have like extreme highs, extreme lows, and just teeter-totting back and forth like that. One of the things with the panther is panthers bring this like sudden burst of really strong energy. So you may also find that you work best in very short bursts of energy. Like if you're working on a project, you may go at it for like a few days, like really hardcore, just going at it. And then you kind of feel that energy kind of like dialing back a little bit. So really start to work with that, because you really want to work within these, skill sets and talents and things that will work with you, that you can excel at. So you might want to think about doing things in short bursts of energy and then kind of taking a break. And then whenever you feel that burst of energy come again, and you start going at it 110%. And you might find that you get a lot more done in that way, besides dragging it out for so long and losing, complete interest in it because you've been focused on it for way too long. Okay, so the next thing with the panthers is you tend to have a very high level of awareness. So you understand more than some. You just have a really an openness to what's going on. Things that don't exactly make sense to other people kind of make more sense to you, if that makes any sense. You just have the ability to see clearly more ways of doing things. Like you don't just see one way of doing this, you see like 5 or 6 ways of doing this, and what good it can bring and what negative things it could bring, like the consequences and different things like that. So you have a huge awareness, and maybe sometimes in your life that's really been a hindrance sometimes, because you're so aware of everything and everyone that maybe you pick up on things from other people that they don't necessarily show. And that really comes with a lot of intuition and empath abilities. And I find a lot of people that have empath abilities have animals that are more solitary, like a panther or even like a cheetah. They're not in like a humongous group of cheetahs or panthers. So yeah, you definitely can have some empath abilities where you could feel more things from people. You can pick up more than what meets the eye going on in people's lives and going on in your careers and when you're around a group of people and everything. And that could be why you need that solitude, because as an otter, you want to be going out and being around people and having that uplifting energy, but then also you might get overwhelmed with everybody's energies and the energies of environment. So you have to kind of take it back and get into solitude and just chill out, recharge. Okay, so next I want to move into like the lesson portion. So these are the upside down animals that you see over here. And the first one that you have is the bull. Okay, so the bull upside down it just has a lot of lessons around building confidence in yourself, because bulls, they're confident, they're like charging ahead. They're like paving the way for everything. And, in a sense, you have, some times of solid confidence whenever you're really doing something that you really super know how to do. But with a bull, you might find that you get put into opportunities where you don't know all of the things that you need to know for it. And so it kind of builds up your confidence in yourself, because you're kind of pushed into this opportunity where you have to kind of be confident even if you don't feel confident. So you don't have to go for it. You just have to dive into it and go for it. So you'll find that you have lessons around building self-confidence, especially with things that you might not know, or going like leaping forward into the unknown. And the other thing is that, with the gorilla and everything, and even the panther, like there's some serious like maternal energies going on there. So, if you're a female, you might be like the mom of the group of everybody. In your neighborhood, you might be the mom that everybody goes to. All the kids might flock to your house. Those kind of things, so there's a lot of energy surrounding children. But one of the things with the bulls is that you might have had to, battle some kind of fertility issues or any kind of things like that. But see, these lessons are, even though they're tough, and they can be tough, it's really a chance for you to grow and expand. So through these kind of lessons, you find that inner strength, and you really draw it out and bring it out into the open. And so once you get through lessons and trials and struggles and challenges and all those kind of things, you really realize like how much stronger you are and how many things you learned on the other side of it. So, I used to dread challenges, dread them. Like, oh God, there's something coming. But now I've realized that, we're always wanting to move forward and do better things and be better and bigger things, but when we do that, when we're going that route, we have to learn different things. We have to be challenged, and we have to grow in those challenges. So definitely don't take these lessons as like oh God, like, what am I going to do? No, that's not it at all. These animals come to really help us to grow and excel through these lessons and different things. So with the bull, definitely confidence building, being solid in your boundaries, which is good because you have the gorilla and they're pretty solid in their boundaries. But, you can get kind of wavy here and there with, putting other people first whenever you need to focus on yourself. So the bull comes in to help you kind of solidify those boundaries and say no when you need to say no, and fill up your own cup more so that you can be of service to other people. And another thing with a bull is they really come to teach you and open you up as far as your thinking. So, it's not like black and white thinking, like one way or the other way. There's so many things in the middle. And so with the bull coming through, don't have such rigid thinking. Like, you have to use that awareness that we talked about earlier within your own mind, not just seeing stuff for other people and other situations with others. This is really about tuning in to yourself and using your thoughts to move you forward, rather than thinking of all the worst case scenarios and thinking in terms of, well, this happened in the past, and being pulled back to the past so many times when you're trying to move forward for the future. It's good to get those lessons from the past, but use them in a way that it propels you forward and not holds you stuck in place for fear of moving forward. So that's one of the lessons behind the bull. And the other lesson with them is going for things that you're passionate about. Like, maybe you're so much putting other people first and being a caregiver and being that maternal support for other people that you've kind of washed away some of the passions that you've had in your own life. And so it's really about bringing the spark back for the things that you're passionate about, and that using those passions to fill up that cup that you need to fill up for yourself. So that's the lessons with the bull. So then we have the chameleon, and the chameleons are all about blending in. If you've ever seen a chameleon, they attach themselves to a plant or a building or anything, and they they turn their color into that object, so that way they blend in. But now you have that flipped in reverse. Okay, so the lesson with this is learning how to stand out, learning how to bring yourself out and showing that to the world, so that you're not constantly blending and hiding within the crowd and with other people. So this is really a lesson in, just bringing yourself to the forefront and letting other people see that for just what you are, like the truth of who you are. So don't hide yourself. The other thing with chameleons is, they're very, it might be a surprise, I don't know, but chameleons are very detail oriented. So they like their areas and their spaces to be how they are. They like to have their space as it is, They don't like a lot of change with that, but I mean, change is very good and everything. But one of the lessons is learning to see all the details for yourself in your life. Like maybe it's a chance for you to sit down and think in details about where you're going, where you're headed, planning, organizing, all of those different things to make everything how you want it. So you're looking at everything on what you want to do, how you want to feel, how you want your environment to look, and that can change too as well. As you start changing and you grow and you evolve and you start a new chapter, you might want to change that. But this is about right now with you as you are and what you're looking at moving forward. How do you want to grow? How do you want your environment to be? How do you want to learn things? What kind of things do you want to learn? Those kind of aspects of life. And so the chameleon helps you to take calculated steps to do that, rather than just throwing caution to the wind and saying just whatever happens, happens. It's really about, the chameleon comes in to really talk about taking those calculated steps in order to get where you want to go and to grow and learn the things that you want to learn. So definitely, these kind of animals you can actually call in to help you. So if you want help with this and you want to sit down and do this one day, you can say, hey, chameleon energy, can you please come in? I want to take the steps necessary to evolve and expand and move my life forward. So, bring me information, bring me the energies that I need to do that. And they'll absolutely do that. Okay, so the next one that you have is the butterfly in reverse. So the butterfly is about, change, change and just being able to realize your potential, feeling lighter. So this, in your life, you may have felt like you may have come into lessons where you felt burdened and heavy with things. And this could have been things from other people, like carrying other weight from other people in regards to the things that they've been through. And things that you've been through have just felt burdensome and, just kind of like you're trudging ahead and it's very slow and, you just feel heavy. There's like a heavy feeling. And so the butterfly reversed comes in to help you clear away that heaviness because you're learning how to lighten your load. That's one of the biggest things that's coming through here for you is being able to lighten your load with what you're doing. Okay. And another thing that's coming in with the butterfly too is adoption. Sorry about that. Had to pause for a minute. Our solar fan came on and it sounds like somebody vacuuming. Don't want that to be in the video for you. So anyways, back to the butterfly. Okay, so butterfly brings lessons around change and being able to adapt to changes and being able to be comfortable with changes and making the best changes in your life. So it's a really great animal to have. And the other thing that I was talking about is, and I resonate with this totally because I'm adopted. So you may have situations around adoption, like you've adopted or you're thinking about adoption, or even a foster parent, or maybe you were adopted yourself, those kind of things. And really that the biggest lesson behind butterflies is learning how to grow from situations. And maybe it hasn't been the best of situations for you, so it's learning to take these different situations and finding the opportunity in it. And there's so many opportunities and there's so many possibilities. And one of the things the butterfly comes in to teach is realizing how unlimited your potential is, and really taking these opportunities and growing and changing to better your own life and those around you. And the other things with the butterfly, they also bring a lot of joy and good fortune and different energies like that. They bring a lot of color to life. So maybe you need to invite some more color into your life, like wearing bright colors, having bright colors around you. Just, I love wearing colors because my favorite color is hot pink. So I'm always, as you can see the pink in the back, bringing color into your life will really help expand your energy and bring up your vibration. So that way you feel more uplifted and you can then start working in your life to make the best changes for yourself and really learn how to express yourself, because the butterflies, oh, they're so gorgeous and they're so, bright, and they come and they're just flittering all over the place. They're just floating everywhere and flittering with their little wings and everything. And so, they can also teach you lessons in expressing yourself. And so, with the chameleon also being one of your animals, you might need to learn how to open yourself up more and express yourself more as you are, not how you want others to see you or what you think others want you to be. You need to learn how to express yourself as you are. So definitely they can bring a lot of big changes into your life, but it's always going to be for an opportunity to grow and challenge yourself and really find your inner strengths and really start to bring out all these different talents so that you can excel in your life and what you're doing. So just to regroup here and kind of sum everything up for you, group one, we've got the gorilla, who's fantastic with communication, family, loyalty, problem solving, leadership, like putting others first. Always fill up your cup, let it overflow to other people. Otter, you're friendly, you like to play, events, going out, doing trips, all of those kind of things. A caregiver for other people. You support others' happiness. You might could excel at party planning, event planning, that kind of a thing. Otters are also very goal oriented, but they also know how to relax. So definitely getting a good balance here with the animals. The panther, you need to relax, be in solitude, recharge your batteries, that kind of thing. You have a lot of maternal energy, so you might just be momming with everybody. You have to be the mom to everybody. But that's really a strength to have. I mean, you love everybody. You want the best for everybody. Share that with other people, but also have that for yourself as well. High level of awareness with panthers. You have important goals and dreams in your life, but the thing with that too, with a message coming through, is that you have to go for it. You have to see your dreams and your goals and know that you're worthy of going after it and seeing that there's unlimited potential for you to do so. So that's where you have to work with those thoughts again, and gearing your thoughts towards, I can do this and I can excel at this and I'm going to do it. Like, you have to have that expectation. Like, I'm going to do this. So, focus on those important dreams and goals that you have. The next thing, with the lessons, you got the bull coming through, stop sacrificing yourself don't sacrifice yourself for other people. Help other people, but also help yourself as well. So that way you have a balanced energy going back and forth. Build confidence in yourself. Go for these opportunities that might seem like oh no, like, can I do this? Yes, you can do this. You have the gifts and skills to do this. You just mainly have to believe in yourself and have those thoughts towards it. And passions. Another thing coming through for you is passion. So figure out what you're passionate about. Even if you don't know what that is, like, start doing things and trying different things and seeing what is going to really make your heart open and make you excited about life, and you want to do these things all the time, and then go do those things. So with the chameleon, you have paying attention to details, organizing, standing out, really taking calculated steps towards your goals and your dreams. And then you have the butterfly, who comes in to help you make these changes. So you're making these huge changes, and it's going to be good. That's what I want to say. That's what I hear. You need to get in there and do it, because these changes are going to be good. So, just drop away that worry about it and really get your mind focused on, I'm making the best positive changes in my life. I'm so passionate about this, about that. I have these goals and dreams, and I'm doing it. I'm taking these steps to do it, take action on it. Those kind of things, and really learn how to express yourself and bring out you. Like, you're the only one of you in this world. Like, that's huge. So take that and run with it completely. All right, group 1, I hope this helps in some way, and I'm always sending you just so much love and hugs. And remember, no judgment. Like, no judgment on yourselves. You're learning things, you're expanding, you're growing, give yourself some slack, cut yourself some slack. And just remember, look at these things with no judgment on yourself or other people. You're just growing. Everybody's growing, evolving, expanding, just everybody's in their own space. So take all these wonderful things and, do with it what you will to make the best life that you can. Okay, bye. Hey, group 2, we're going to get into your animals now. So we're going to start with your upright animals. And these upright animals are the ones that you most connect with in terms of skill sets, talent, your personality, areas in life that you really excel at, already right now, or you've been working on excelling, that kind of thing. So the first one that you have is the ostrich, and I love it so much because I really haven't studied too much on an ostrich. I've done a lot of studying on animals and their different energies and their meanings for different things, but one of the animals I have not studied that much is an ostrich. So I'm fascinated by this. So the ostrich really has a gift of balance. Okay, being grounded and being very balanced, because oftentimes you see them standing on one leg or the other leg. You just have that ability to be able to balance many different situations, many different energies, even balancing your own energy. And so another thing that you also might already excel in is being able to see the truth. Even if it's not presented to you as the truth, you can kind of see around that and see actually what's really going on. And that's a huge gift. I mean, that's amazing. Another thing with ostriches is they carry the energies of integrity and honesty. And so that's a very big thing that you have a lot of pride on, as far as, tuning into your gifts and your talents and everything, is that you have a very high integrity and you're always honest with other people, and other people sense that about you. So that's a really good thing. So people know that you're an honest person. They know that you can be trusted. They can trust on you if they have to call on you for anything, if you're helping them with anything. The other thing is that because you're seeing the truth around everybody in different situations that maybe other people don't see, you also have like a confrontation kind of gift and skill set. And confrontation meaning how to make other people aware of these things, of these truths that they might not be able to see. And in a way, and maybe this has been a complication here because I kind of feel like pulled back a little bit with it, that you're really you try to confront people in terms of helping them to clear away these things, helping them to clear away the untruths, the illusions and things that are going on that they might not see. And maybe sometimes that comes off like demanding or controlling in a way, and maybe that's something you've had to work on balancing back and forth, but it really comes from a place of integrity and that honesty, that you really want to help somebody be able to clear away all the falsehoods and be able to see the truth of what's going on so that they can improve their own lives. And that's a blessing to other people, even though sometimes it's not taken or received as a blessing. So always remember that, how you say things and present things to other people may not always be taken the way that you mean it to be taken, because they have their own perceptions and everything, and that can be totally askewed sometimes. So just remember that it's always coming from a place of love. And when it's always coming from a place of love, it's always in the efforts to help other people. And so another thing with an ostrich, though, is that, well, number one, you might just love cleaning, because ostriches love to clean. They love to have a neat area, neat themselves. They just a lot of cleaning energy with with the ostrich. So maybe you're just a person that loves to clean and keep their space like tidy, and yourself tidy, and you care about how you look and how you present yourself to other people. And another thing with the ostrich is that you have a really good gift too of meeting other people who are like-minded as you are, and you have a solid group or a backing. I heard the word backing, of people that just understand similar philosophies that you do, and you kind of have that support system. So it's a really good support system built around you, and that may be something that you're working on now, or something that you've been working on, and you've been working on your life of building people around you that are going to be, supportive and like-minded for you. And another thing with the ostrich is, and it goes with seeing the truth and everything, is that you have really good connection to, source energy, psychic energy, seeing with your third eye, like seeing things that other people might not necessarily see. And really bringing all those things together really kind of makes you a powerhouse person for these kind of skills, and just your personality and your talents and everything. It really, that ostrich brings a lot of different things together for you. So your next one is the squirrel. And I love the squirrel because you just always see them running around collecting all these different things. And maybe that's one of the things that you love doing, is being a collector, because squirrels bring that collection energy. So you might like to collect a certain thing like crystals or antiques, or whatever the case may be. You're a collector, and just there's fun energy behind it. There's, but I feel like the squirrels, they bring in fun energy whenever they're doing things that they love doing. Like if you're going to collect something, like if you're going to collect antiques, you love going antiquing and being in those energies and being able to see all the different things and learning about all the different things. So you're really a resourceful person. You can find ways of doing things, and you can use different things in ways that other people would not. So being resourceful is a really good skill set, and something that can really help you to excel in your life. And squirrels, they always want to be prepared. So you might be a person that has a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, a plan, just on through the alphabet. So, that's definitely a skill set, is always having different ways that you can do things and being prepared for these different things, but don't get too focused and too grip tight to, something's going to happen. I need to be prepared for everything, because that can put you in that fear mind and that scarcity mind and the lack mind and everything. And, one of the things with the squirrels, though, is they can really bring, good fortune, and you have the rooster who also brings good fortune and stuff. So, you want to prepare your fortunes and your abundance and money and different things like that in a way where you are resourceful with it and you can balance, spending and saving and those kind of things. So, with the squirrel, organization, hard work, just wanting to keep everything tidy and organized and decluttered and everything. And that's all of those things really combine to help you have, a really good skill set and talents and really help you to excel in life because, everything can have a place. Where everything is. You're resourceful with everything. You have, multiple ways of doing things. So those are really some huge skills to have. And then you have the rooster coming up, and I love roosters. So because I have a rooster myself and I just love him. But roosters are confident. They're sometimes even flashy. I know our rooster, he's flashy because that little honey will stand to the side and he'll pop his little leg up and he'll just look at you. Just picturesque. So they bring, definitely, they just have this debonair kind of energy and just a really big, confident energy. And, all of these animals that you have for for this whole group right now, they're all like very powerful, going forward, action oriented, confident, like go, 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 go kind of energy. But the rooster also brings in a lot of kindness and generosity. So you have a lot of kindness, you have a lot of generosity. You may put career and business in the forefront of your life, and that may be your thing. That may be the things that you're passionate about. And roosters bring in a lot of passion about things that you're really interested in, or your goals and your dreams. Like you go after that, like 110%. Just going. Nothing holding you back. There's just nothing holding you back. Okay, so all of those things are all, skill sets, talents, things you excel at, just things that really power your life forward. And so your upside down cards are things that, you're working on and that can bring balance to you and that can really bring a lot of growth and change and expansion into your life. And so I find it fascinating because all of your upper cards have really powerful punch of energy. Just go, 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 action, forward, forward, forward. So all of your upside down cards are animals that are slower, like they take it back a little bit. Like you have the heron, and the heron is, all about peace and following your heart and solitude and even meditation, just really bringing it back and slowing things down. Like I feel like I just need to slow, bring in like this wave of peace and stillness. So herons because I don't know if you've ever seen a heron like standing in a stream or a pond or anything like that, but they are so still. They almost look like a statue. Like it's beautiful. And whenever they fly off, it's just like they glide and they're so peaceful and it's just beautiful and breathtaking. And so one of the things that you're really learning to do in your life is calm down, like bring some calmness in, bring some patience in, managing your time so that you have time to actually chill and settle down and take time to rest and recharge, because you're always going, moving forward. And now you have to balance that out with taking it back and calming down. And another thing with the heron is, you're so career and business oriented and focused. Sorry about that little pause. I had to cover up our solar fan. It just decided it was going to go off again, and it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. So you're very career and business focused, and so what the heron comes in to teach you is paying attention to the care and the love of your loved ones. So really being able to focus on how your loved ones are feeling, like really taking time to spend with them, you know, balancing the work and spending time with your loved ones, and, you know, building your dreams with them. So it's kind of just teaching you like a really good balance between, you know, working on your goals and then really being able to spend that amount of time with your loved ones that you would like to. And that's all about managing your time and really slowing down and organizing and all those kind of things. And another one that comes through is, you know, being able to follow your heart with the things that you're doing and making sure that what you're doing is heart-centered, but then also, you know, not overly focusing on what other people are going to think about it. So whenever you're working on your careers and your dreams and your goals and everything, you know, try not to take to your heart what other people think about it or what you think other people are going to think about it. Because sometimes when we think, you know, other people are going to think, oh, well, you know, this is wrong and this is wrong and this is wrong, you know, they're really not thinking that. It's really us that we're wondering, we're thinking, is it wrong? Is it wrong? Is it wrong? Because we're not trusting in ourselves. And so, you know, this Heron comes in to teach you like how to trust yourself so that you know that what you're doing is heart-centered for you and that you're doing a good job with it so that you don't have to worry about what other people think about it. Okay, so then you have the hedgehog, and I love little hedgehogs. I'm so fascinated with them. Okay, so hedgehogs help you to bring in more of that maternal, like feminine energy. So that way, you know, you have your career and your business and you're going, and it's just a lot of, you know, that masculine, like forward go energy. And so hedgehog teaches you, kind of similar to the heron, how to calm it down and listen to your intuition and focus on your loved ones, bringing in that maternal energy. You may be somebody who's been in a place where you've had to take care of family members, and, you know, just trying to find your own healing journey with it. And so the hedgehog brings in, you know, your ability to be a healing person to yourself and to other people, learning how to not overreact with things. So, you know, okay, this person may have said something that kind of set you off, and, you know, you might, with that very forward action-oriented energy, might just jump right off the bat and think, okay, this person said this and this is what it means, and, you know, you might just overreact to what somebody is saying, but then later on you might realize, whenever you kind of slow down and take time to think about it, that may have not been the case. Like, they may not have come across like you thought they did at first. Does that make sense? And so hedgehog teaches you how to calm down and how to find your center before you confront somebody about something that needs to be confronted, or before you respond without taking the time to think about it. So this is a lesson in taking time to think about things before you respond instantly and overreact. Okay, so then the sea lion, another amazing animal, and I just really love the picture of it because it really teaches you how to dive deep and be in the waters of your emotions and not judge yourself for these emotions, and really take time to tune into yourself. Because when you're going, you're working on this, you're working on that, your energy and your focus is on your career, your business, your work, this and that. You know, the sea lion teaches you how to then bring it back into yourself and tune into yourself and really discover your own feelings and your own emotions, which may not be exactly that easy for you. And so sea lion also teaches about finding things that make your heart sing, like finding those passions in life of things that you really love doing and you really enjoy doing, and doing those things and being creative. That may be a thing that, you know, may have been a block in the past, or maybe still is a block, and you're trying to find that creative side to yourself, that more feminine side, the creativity, the intuition, those kind of energies. And really just learning how to go with the flow rather than always needing to just do this, do this, do this. I have all these steps I need to do, and it's propelling me forward, and that's a great energy to be in. 100%. Like, go after your dreams. Solid. But then also take the time to just take it easy and go with the flow and learn to see what happens and stop battling. Like, that's the thing, is stop battling every day. Stop battling with yourself. Stop battling with other people. You know, battling this issue, this project, that project. It just seems like an inner struggle, and you just are fighting all day long. So the sea lion helps you to stop being in that fight or flight mode, in that energy mode where you're just having to pull at everything, and just really take a look at what's going on inside you and having creative outlets. You know, like if you want to start painting, or maybe you want to build some things for yourself or your home, or, you know, whatever the case may be, singing, you know, any kind of talent, creativity that you can expand on, you know, figure out what that is, and then make time in your day and make those plans to use those talents and those skills that you have, but also, you know, taking time to get creative and go with the flow and spending time with your loved ones. Like, have a big paint party. Like, I see that. Like, I see, you know, canvases, paint, you know, if you've got kids, bring your kids in. If you've got family, bring your family in. Have like a paint party where you just, you know, maybe you can go on the internet and find some, you know, easy paintings to do that's step by step maybe, and, you know, show everybody, and everybody can just paint their own rendition of what they're seeing. And it's amazing how when you do that, like, so many people will have completely different paintings, but still are looking at the same thing. So it's a fascinating thing, and such a cool thing to try if you want to try something like that. So to recap everything for you, Group 2, you've got the ostrich coming in where you're very balanced. You're seeing the truth of everything. You've got that integrity. You've got that honesty. You have that confrontation to be able to help people. That may not always be accepted, but don't let that bother you. Just really being able to connect with people of like minds, you know, keeping things clean with the squirrel and the ostrich, being prepared, resourceful, fun, creative, curious, focusing on goals and hard work and just forward energy. Then you've got the rooster, who brings in a lot of good fortune, that career, the business. You've got that going on. Just nothing holding you back. It's like no things are holding you back at all with going forward with your goals and everything. It's a great thing. So, you know, bring those passions into it. Bring the passion and the creativity into it with that sea lion. So then you've got the heron, where you have to really learn how to bring it down and be in a place of peace and solitude, and being able to connect with yourself and feel your emotions and feel your feelings and just get quiet. And meditation would be a good thing. You know, they have guided meditations on YouTube, so many different ones for so many different things. So you can find something that you're passionate about and look up a guided meditation for that. I'm pretty sure you'd find one or many. There's so many. And I love guided meditations. They really do help you, especially if you're like me and you have like swirling mind thoughts like all the time. I have that monkey mind, you know, that's just going. So it helps you to kind of be able to focus on something in your meditation. And then you've got the hedgehog, where you're bringing in that maternal energy. You're spending time with your loved ones. You're taking time to do your own healing and even helping others to heal, taking care of other people. Biggest thing, learning how not to overreact and to be able to calm down and center yourself before you communicate and speak up to other people. And then the sea lion is, you know, finding what your heart is passionate about and bringing in that creativity and the painting, or if that's what you want to do. You know, you're a successful person, and you're going to excel at anything that you do. So this is really about, you know, being able to focus on yourself for a little bit and doing that self-care and having fun and just having creative outlets that you can do just for fun, just so that you can just be able to tune into yourself and have that time for yourself. Okay, group 2, I hope this helps, and I'm excited to bring through these animals for everybody. And you can call on these animals. I told that to group 1. You can call on these animals for help. A good way to bring in their energy is to have a picture of them. If you put a picture of, heron on your phone, your wallpaper, or you bring in pictures of them, those kind of things really help to bring in that energy of them. But you can always ask them to come and bring those energies into you as well. All right, hope this helps. Bye. Hey, group 3. So we're getting ready to tune into your animals going on. And the upright animals are the ones that show what you excel at, your personality, your talents, your skills, like mostly things that you've already developed, or things that you've worked on developing already. So your 3 animals that you have is an ostrich, a kangaroo, and a cheetah. And they really carry a lot of similar energies. Like they're very, like group number 2, they're very action, goal-oriented, like go, 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 like really huge drive for opportunities, business, different things like that. So the first one that you have is the ostrich. And so ostriches are really good at balance, being able to balance different situations, being able to balance themselves, being a balancing energy to other people. And they're also very good at being able to see the truth. And so there's a lot of integrity and there's a lot of honesty within you. So you do things from a place of high integrity. You do things from a place of being honest, and you expect that from other people. And sometimes maybe you didn't get that from other people. But that's a really good thing for you to have, because I really feel it's strong at your core that you just carry that integrity and that honesty with you at all times. So always keep going with that, because that people see that, other people see that. And so whenever they need to call on somebody for help and you have those skill sets to help them, they will know that you're an honest and you're a high integrity person. And this is great if you have your own business that you're working on and that you're wanting to excel and succeed in, is always putting integrity and honesty at the forefront of that. Okay, so the next one that you have is the kangaroo. And so kangaroos they're just like a little powerhouse of like just things, just energies. They have a very strong maternal and protection energy. So the people that your loved ones and your friends, like those select people in your bunch, you're gonna hold very strong protective energies over them. So you don't like to see them going through hard times. You don't like them seeing them having other struggles with other people. You just have a really strong protective quality to you. And so, with kangaroos, like kangaroos easily adapt to like many situations. They easily adapt to all situations. So you have that skill set and ability within you to easily adapt if you need to change up things really fast. So then they also are able to change directions really fast. So you may have found going through school and going through, careers, jobs, whatever the case may be, that you may have been going one way and then all of a sudden you just changed it up completely. And kangaroos are great for that. Like you have that skill set to be able to go one direction and then completely flip it around. And so another thing with kangaroos is they have a lot of survival qualities. They have a lot of strength and power to them. Like, oh my gosh, they are so strong, and you have that strength within you. So you have the ability to, like I said, adapt to so many different situations, and you have your survival instincts and your gut instincts are super strong. So you really feel like a gut feeling, and you tend to move forward or move back with that gut feeling. So if it's telling you like, don't do this, like you tend to follow that and don't do that. Or if your gut feeling is telling you to go for it. Like, you tend to just go for it and no questions asked. So those are good skill sets that you have with the kangaroo. And another thing with a kangaroo is, they have very giving energies. And so you might also be a giver. So if this person needs this, you give them this. Like, if this person needs that, you give them that. So you have a very giving and generous quality to you. Just don't allow people to use and abuse that. You are such a giver, but some people are also takers. So you have to realize when the person really needs the help, and you can give them that help if you're in the place to give them that help. But also know when people are in that take energy, like they might be posing as, needing the help that they don't necessarily need, or they need to just do things for themselves. So that's where the ostrich part comes in, of being able to see the truth, and being able to see the truth around any kind of falsehoods that are being presented to you. Okay, so the next one is the cheetah. And the cheetah is known for speed. So you do things really fast. You get into opportunities really fast. It really seems like opportunities just come to you. You may have an opportunity to do like this thing and that thing and learn from this and take that course and go to this place and go to that place and travel, and you're just doing so much and you're learning so many different things and you're taking so many different opportunities, and that really does increase all of your talents and your skill sets, because you're learning so many different things from so many different places and in so many different ways. And so the other thing with the cheetah is solitude. So you also need, you have all of that go, and you also need that solitude energy to be able to just reflect and balance and see where you are and see where you want to be, and then, kind of see how you want to get there and what energies you want to get there with. So you really have to learn how to balance work and rest and play and work and all these different things, so you kind of have to find a balance between the rest, the work, spending time with others, the play, like pursuing your passions and things that you find fun, and being creative and those kind of things. So also with the cheetah, and also when we get down into the reversed animals, we'll talk about this, but you tend to have a few select friends. So you're not somebody that has an overabundance of acquaintances and people that you may be connected to, maybe not be connected to, but whatever. You tend to have a few really strong select friends, and that kind of keeps your circle smaller, and it kind of keeps you from having to put your energy so many different places, and you're totally okay with that. Cheetah does teach you like how to take it slower in relationships, and being able to kind of just wait and observe to see what's going on, the energy of the person. So no like forward leaps into any kind of like really intense, no holding back kind of relationships. This is more of like a quality of, being selective and seeing who the person is and everything like that before you introduce them into your life, before you let them fully into your life. Okay, so the downward facing reversed animals are, lessons that you are working on. These totems usually I call them shadow totems. I don't know if everybody calls them shadow totems, but they show us what we need to work on in order to grow within ourselves, and then in terms grow in life. So the first one that you have is the lemur. And this is where I was talking about with a few select friends, is that maybe you've been hurt by people in the past, with how giving and everything that you are, that you've just allowed other people to hurt you to the point where you've just kind of said, no, I'm gonna have my friends that I have, and that's gonna be it. And so what that really is teaching in terms of lessons is, boundaries and not allowing people to overstep and cross the line with you. And then Lemur is also really good about paying attention to what's important. So being able to embrace those friendships in your loved ones and focusing on those relationships that are important to you, and also focusing on the things that you're important to. But with the kangaroo and the ostrich and the cheetah, they're always fast forward moving animals for the most part. And so, you might miss details that you need to pay attention to. And so Lemur helps you to be able to pay attention to the things that you're responsible for, the things that you need to pay attention to in order to succeed in life, and in order to feel good and whole and balanced within yourself. So then you have the rooster, and the rooster reversed, it just makes me feel like, roosters are so confident, and they're almost to the point where they're kind of showy with themselves. They're like the head honchos in the chicken world. they're sometimes flashy. Like, I have a flashy rooster, so I understand. He stands and he pops one leg up and he turns to the side, but then he turns his head like this. And it almost looks like he's modeling. So yeah, he has this confident air to him, this debonair kind of energy. And so with the rooster being in reverse, it really feels like a lot of lessons around feeling confident in yourself. And maybe that ties in with the being hurt by other people, because maybe you feel like you have to alter yourself in order to feel accepted by other people. And maybe that's hurt you in the past, and maybe you're learning these lessons now. But the rooster comes in to teach you about confidence and about boundaries and being so secure in yourself that other people's mess cannot hurt you. Like, their issues cannot hurt you, and you can say no. Like, that's one of the things, is being able to say no to other people whenever you know that it's not going to be something that's going to be good for you, and not altering yourself to match what you think other people want you to be like. So this is all about lessons in learning how to tune in and be yourself, and bringing out that integrity and that honesty and being seen for who you really are. Okay, so then the rooster is, all about, being able to trust life and, having confidence to move forward with everything. And your other animals are very forward moving anyways. And so this is all about being able to move forward in confidence that you have what it takes to be able to succeed in what you're doing. And another thing with the rooster is, and what I really feel is around business, is that maybe you're somebody that wants to create a business for yourself, but you're kind of afraid that you're not going to have what it takes in order to do that. And there is saying, absolutely not. That's a no for that. No, this is all about lessons in being able to help you step forward, being the confident, amazing person that you are, and following your dreams no matter what they may be, and no matter how crazy you think they are. And if it's a business and other people are telling you, no, you can't make it in your own business and everything, squashing that. We're just going to squish that and clear that away, because this is telling you, you have what it takes. You just have to believe it for yourself. Okay, so, and then the other thing, and I love this 110% with the rooster, because they're so showy, is to show your brilliance. Like, you're a brilliant, amazing, talented, smart, going forward kind of a person. With those 3 cards with the ostrich and the kangaroo and the cheetah, I can only imagine that you're probably somebody that's very, exuberant and optimistic, and you might be somebody that helps other people, and you uplift them and you get their confidence up. And now these animals are teaching you how to get your own confidence up, so that you can show the brilliant person that you are, just as you do that for other people. So you have to do this for yourself, because you're important too. You have to do it for you too, okay? So do it for you too. Okay. So your last one that's in reverse is the squirrel. And so this helps you the squirrel helps you to be able to focus on your goals. It helps you to, be prepared to take action for what you want to do. The squirrel helps you to think in terms of your future and the things that you want to do in your future and how to get there and having those steps to get there, but not to get stuck too far ahead in the future that you automatically feel like you can't get there. Like maybe that's something that you do as well. And I've done that as well myself. Like you get so far ahead in your own mind with how you want your future to be that it automatically then seems like it's completely impossible. Like you just cannot do that. Like, no, it's just not going to work out. Like you get all those doubts flowing in. And so the squirrel teaches you how to focus on your goals so that you can do the things that you want to do for your future, but not get too stuck in it to where you just can't move forward at all. And so another thing that the squirrel teaches is, being able to kind of balance your highs and your lows. So, you might find yourself, in times where you feel really high, like you have a lot of energy, you're propelling yourself forward, you're feeling really freaking good, like everything is good, and you just up, up, up. And then you might find yourself in a place then where you've crashed, you're like crashing and burning here. And you just kind of start feeling really low. And so the squirrel kind of helps you to kind of balance those highs and those lows. So that way, you can still work on your goals and do all the things that you want to do, but also know when to rest, relax, recharge so that you don't burn yourself out. And then another thing that the squirrel also teaches you to do is how to open up to other people. So they're very social animals, and they bring lessons in terms of being able to connect with other people and being able to open up those doors. So with the previous parts of your reading where you may have been hurt by others and you have like a select group of people that you speak to, associate with, that you're supported by, that you support, and this teaches you kind of how to open that up again and how to meet other people and give other people a chance, because, when you work on that confidence and everything that these animals are bringing to you and teaching you, you're going to realize that it doesn't matter what anybody says. Like, you're solid in yourself, that you don't have to take that nonsense. You can push it out. It's kind of like that. I don't know if you've seen that gif where somebody's coming and they're pushing off this, they're pushing off this fear, they're pushing off this hurt. Like, they're just pushing it to the side and they're just walking forward like there's, hot stuff in the thing and nothing's bothering them and everything's good in the world. That's what it reminds me of. That's exactly what I had playing out in here. So they really, they teach you how to deflect all of those things and be so solid in yourself that none of those kind of things are going to hurt you anymore. It's just you're going to push it off and just let it go. So so to recap everything for group number 3, we got the ostrich, you see the truth, you have integrity, honesty, you can confront people and help them to clear out things that they need to clear out, and, meeting people of like minds, like with your group of people, you probably are very like-minded with them. Very action-oriented, grounded, balanced. Kangaroo brings in like that maternal protection, like you're very protective, very generous, easily adapting, easy to change directions, like just complete 180. Going a different direction, down a completely different path. So, but that's good because you can learn so many different things, and that's what you do. And so then you have, you're strong, your survival instincts are strong, you have a lot of strength to you. You might actually be physically strong, so you might like the gym and stuff like that. You might have muscles and you want to keep your body strong and different things like that. Working on keeping, your body systems flowing good and strong, so that's also a good thing. And then you've got the cheetah who just is speed, jumps on opportunities. You know how to seize all kinds of opportunities. So you're always doing different things, learning different things in different ways from different people. You got that few select friends that you really support and really support you. Then you have the lemur, and you're working through being hurt by other people, being strong and solid in yourself and not feeling like you have to have defenses up all the time with other people. And then you have the lemur helping you to really focus on what's important and, doing the things that you're responsible for and working on those kind of things. And, the lemur even, tells you that, you're always helping other people and being generous with other people and helping them and supporting them. But you also have to ask for help yourself if you need help. So that's another thing that the lemur brings. I don't think I mentioned before, but they do. And then you have the rooster who comes in to teach you how to show your own brilliance and to, hang on one second. Teaches you how to show your own brilliance and, build up your confidence so that people can't hurt you like that you can just be solid and secure in yourself. And then to also pursue your passions and to do things that you love to do and that you enjoy doing. Then you have the squirrel who comes in and teaches you how to focus on your goals in a way that you can work towards your future, but not get so stuck in it that you can't figure out how to get there. And then also teaches you how to have fun in the process. Also another one for asking for help if you need help, but also learning teaching you and showing you how to open those doors again to meeting new people and not being afraid to open your heart again to other people. So they definitely bring out all of these kind of things that teach you how to open up and expand and grow even more than you already are, and also to keep that balance between the highs and the lows, so that way you're not feeling on top of the world one day and on the bottom of the earth the next day. So definitely, think about these things and tune into these things whenever you can. And one way to do that is to call the animals in and to help and to ask them for their help. And another way to do that, to bring their energy in, is by bringing in pictures of them. You might have like a statue, and they have a lot of little crystal, little small crystal statues of different animals and stuff that you could bring in to tune into that energy. So when you look at that, you can feel that energy coming in. But one good way is to really just ask that animal for help. Be like, okay, somebody's hurt me. I need to bring in this lemur, and this lemur can then teach me and help me how to move through this. And the rooster come in to bring confidence within yourself so that you don't have to take this hurt on yourself personally and you can cast it away. So I hope this helps group number 3. Thanks. See you later.